Dumelang, le kae ke teng? Hi guys, oh my gosh, it's been a minute. Welcome to my channel. I'm back. I haven't sat in front of the camera in so long. This feels so weird. But if you are new to the family, welcome. This is Mzansimom and I am Puseletso. So in case you don't know, I am a working mom now. Yay, working mom. And I thought I'd do this video of just how life has been. I mean, obviously this is a huge reason why I have been MIA from the YouTube streets, because being a working mom, guys, it just showed me fires. Like it showed me fires. It pulled me my weave, it dragged my hairline. So I thought it was a good idea for me to do a video for you guys, just the pros and cons of being a stay-at-home mom, and just what the transition has been like, because I was never ready. Just a little background if you don't know anything about me. So I had my son almost 2 years ago, and when he was born, I was kind of working, but I was working for a church in ministry. And then I stayed home with Aki after he was born. I stayed home with him for about 18 months, okay? And then I got a job. So I've been working for, this will be my 7th month, yeah. So without wasting any more time, let's go into the pros of being stay-at-home mom. First obvious one is you get to spend time with your child when they're born. You get to kind of take your time and learn your child. I mean, maternity leaves, obviously, I think it's mostly 3 to 4 months. Some people take 6 months. So it's really a good time for you to find your new routine as a mom. But you get to know your child. You get to see all the different phases that they're going through, the different milestones. So I think obviously that's one of the key pros of getting to stay home with your baby. The second pro is that you don't have to stress about leaving your child with strangers, guys. Hey, I was like, there's a video about the dramas that people have had with nannies. Hey, guys, and the videos that I've seen on the internet, I was just like, my husband and I was just like, we're not about this life of leaving our son with a stranger. So I think that's another major pros. You don't have to worry about leaving your child with strangers while you don't know what they're doing to your child. Yeah, so number 3 is that because you just have time. I remember when I was at home with Aki, I would, have time to take him for his vaccines. I feel like I didn't stress. Obviously, I'd have to organize my time, but like I didn't have a job, so I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. You know what I mean? So yeah, during the week is the best time because the places are empty because people are at work. So I just had time to take him to the vaccines. I could go shopping, and obviously it depends on your child and how your child is. From a young age, early age, I was out with Aki all the time. So he got used to being around people. He got used to being around. So I didn't really struggle that much going out with him, especially when he was still small, because you just put him in the carrier and you do your thing. So that was a huge pro. Time is there. You have time. I think another pro is that you somewhat got time to rest, and this is only a pro because I realize now that when I'm working that guys, it was nice, yes. So sometimes your baby will have your baby will have a rough night. Maybe they're teething, or maybe the baby is sick, and you can just rest, nap when the baby is napping, because usually also when they're sick, maybe they'll sleep more. And like I said, it depends on your child. But I just found that if I was tired and I had a bad night, I could say, I'm just staying at home. Do you know what I mean? There's no plan that is waiting for you. You don't have to wake up. You don't have to go to work. And I think also another pro is that when your baby does get sick, you can stay home with the baby, guys, and nurse them. Do you know what I mean? So those are all the pros that, for me, what I really loved about staying at home. Now, of course, it wasn't all good. Guys, I always say to people, I love my son, but being a stay-at-home mom was not for me. If you're a stay-at-home mom, big ups to you. or strong because, but I guess we're all built differently. Yeah. So this is one of the big cons that I really struggled with. I think I was just emotionally drained. I think people assume that when you don't have a job or you don't have a side business and you're at home with the baby, it's just like, what do you do the whole day? Do you know what I mean? People kind of throw those kind of comments out. But you literally have someone that's dependent on you 24/7 that can't do anything. They depend on you to feed them, to burp them. And guys, that is exhausting. Emotionally, that is exhausting. You don't really have time for yourself, especially for me because Aki wasn't a very good napper. So in the afternoons he would nap. Hey, guys, he would nap for like 20 minutes, max an hour. Now in that hour I need to figure out, am I gonna clean, do you know what I mean? So he didn't nap long. So when it was time for me to rest or have me time, and I'm not talking about like sleeping, just taking a long bath, just reading a book. Actually, I don't like reading Kimaka, or like Kishawele series, Undisturbed, you know, something that just needs you to not be switched on. Hey guys, yeah, that being emotionally drained it was a big one for me. I wasn't myself, you know what I mean? And obviously David was very helpful. So usually how Mzansimom, he'd obviously take Aki, but Uche Sakafo. By then, I mean, I take nice long baths. I'd really appreciate that, but I think over time for 18 months, it was a lot. It's a lot. And we've actually been talking about it with my other mom friends. Just how you need a momcation. You need to take time away, be by yourself, and like do the things that you used to love, do the things that you enjoy. And not saying that when you have a baby, your life is over. It's just different. Like I said, like I go shopping with Aki. I make him part of my life. My life doesn't stop. But sometimes I just want to be alone. I don't want to be with him. I don't want to be thinking about him. Do you know, that kind of thing? And because you're a mom, you're always worried as well. Why is he crying? You don't know why he's crying. Why is he doing this? Why is his poop this color? It never ends. So I think the biggest con is definitely it was emotionally draining. Guys, con number 2, you miss having conversations with adults. Like, I mean, I love my son. He's all cute and all. Hasn't khotsuak. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just missed having conversations. And also, you get to hang out with your friends, obviously, but like during the week, but like, you know, they got time for that. And then when they come back from work, they're also tired. Their life carries on. So, so you don't really you do get to hang out with friends, but it's you mostly in the house lingwana. Peppa Pig. Do you know what I mean? You're talking on WhatsApp, but it's not the same as interacting with other adults. Con number 3, hey? Con number 3. Guys, I don't know if it was just with me, but I felt like I was dumb. Okay, maybe that's a bit harsh. I feel like I was mentally sluggish. I was mentally sluggish. I just wasn't being stimulated. I needed to use my brain, to apply my brain to something else besides nappy changing, bath time, the routine. I was just like, those are just so boring, those are just mundane. So I think, yeah, so that really took a toll on me. And then leading into that, I think another con was that you somewhat feel inadequate, or you feel like you're not capable of doing stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you know, when you're at work, you've got KPIs, you have goals, there's stuff that you're achieving, and you're almost forced to achieve those because you've got deadlines. When you're at home, of course you have personal goals, but it's not the same as applying yourself or using a skill that you acquired or that you learn. So like I said, I studied marketing, so having to apply myself to stuff, I just felt like I couldn't do anything. I just felt like I'm inadequate, my self-confidence, do you know what I mean? It just went down the drain. Like, I was just like, and I know it sounds horrible, but I'm not just a mom. There's so much more to me and my identity than just being a mom. And I felt like being a stay-at-home mom I didn't have avenues to explore. I didn't have any avenues to like use my skills. I mean, yeah, I'd MC at church now and then, but even then I wouldn't MC as much because of Aki. I'd sing at church, but letting cut down because I can't be at rehearsals at night that often anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's things like that where it's just like I have nothing outside that I can apply my skills to and my talents to. So then you start feeling like, shucks, I actually can't do anything. Yeah, so that was hard. Yeah, and like as everyone it, the honest one, the last con is that it can be boring, guys. It really can be boring. You wake up, you feed the baby in the morning, he takes a nap, you might take a nap, you might clean, they wake up again, you play with him. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And like I said, if we're different, so if this is what you really enjoy, and obviously when your child gets older, it's easier because they're more alert and they're responsive, so you can play games with them, you can find ways to, like, you know, play with him. But I don't find joy in doing those things. I mean, it's nice having to stimulate Aki, but to do it every day, guys, yeah, so being a stay-at-home mom, I think I appreciate the time that I had with Aki. It was awesome, but also I'm glad I'm not a stay-at-home mom, that I have a job that I can go to and I can do what I love. So if you are, I guess if you are a stay-at-home mom and you're feeling like you want more, don't feel bad. You're not alone. Not everybody and also people make you feel like you're this horrible person. Or I've heard a lot of people, Barry, why did you have children if you were gonna leave them, or like always say great, do you know what I mean, for other people to look after your kids. And to a certain extent, just because I was at home with Aki doesn't mean that I was at the best peak as a mom. Do you know what I mean? Because emotionally I was drained. I struggled because sometimes I actually didn't want to spend time with him, and I didn't want to like even having energy to be a wife. It was hard because I was just not myself, and like I said, my self-esteem. So I think if you as a person you enjoy being a stay-at-home mom and it brings out the best in you, then do it, girl. But if you're not, and being a stay-at-home mom is really, you're struggling with it, you could also do half where you find a flexible job where maybe you work until 12. Some people can work from home. With the kind of person that Aki was, there was no way for 20 minutes, there's no way I was gonna do work for 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So usually I'd even record when he's sleeping, and then I'd edit, and I loved editing. I felt, you know, it was an escape from just being a mom. So you can also find avenues if you're not ready to fully go back to work. But comment down below and tell me what your experiences have been of being a stay-at-home mom. Are you a working mom and you wish that you were a stay-at-home mom, which is great if that's what you want. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm not gonna go into the whole spiel of subscribe. If you really love my content and if you enjoy watching these videos, subscribe. But yeah, kita le bona in the next one. Love. Bye, guys.